Good morning, friends. Happy Thursday. I hope that you had a great day yesterday and you did all your work and you worked so hard. And that maybe you listened to me reading the book, My Heart is Like a Zoo yesterday, and maybe you got to do one of the activities at home. If not, that's okay. But my daughter picked a book out for us to read today. It might look familiar. It's called A Gold Star for Zog. This is one of the authors that we studied at the beginning of the year. So we've heard this book before, but I thought it would be nice to read again. I don't know if we remember the name of this author. This is the same author that wrote Charlie Cook's favorite book, The Gruffalo. Let's see what else. I'm trying to think of the other ones off the top of my head. Oh, The Spiffiest Giant in Town and A Gold Star for Zog. This was Julia Donaldson. She was the author, so she wrote the words, and the illustrator was Axel Scheffler. So today we're going to read A Gold Star for Zog. These pages are a little big, so I'm going to fold it back like this. Madam Dragon ran a school many moons ago. She taught young dragons all the things that dragons need to know. Zog, the biggest dragon, was the keenest one by far. He tried his hardest every day to win a golden star. All the dragons in year one were learning how to fly. Hi, said Madam Dragon, way up in the sky. Now that you've been shown, you can practice on your own, and you'll be an expert flyer by the time you're fully grown. Zog went off to practice flying fast and free. He soared and swooped and looped the looped, then crashed into a tree. Oh no, he probably feels really what? What do you think he feels like if he crashed into a tree? It probably hurt. But do you think he feels happy? Or do you think he might feel sad? I think sad, maybe embarrassed. Let's see. Just then a little girl came by. Oh, please don't cry, she said. Perhaps you'd like a nice sticky bandage for your head. Oh, she's helping him. That probably makes him feel a little better. What a good idea, said Zog. Then up and off he flew, his band-aid gleaming pinkly as he zigzagged through the blue. There he goes, back flying. A year went by, and in year two, the dragons learned to roar. More, said Madam Dragon, louder I implore. Now that you've been shown, you can practice on your own, and you'll be a champion roarer by the time you're fully grown. Zog went off to practice. He roared with fearsome force. He kept it up for hours on end, and then his throat grew hoarse. Do you remember what your throat growing hoarse means? It's not like the animal horse. It's another meaning of the word. It's spelled differently, but it sounds the same. It means like sore, like you can't speak and you sound raspy because he's roared so much. Just then the girl came by again. She said, what rotten luck. Perhaps you'd like a nice soothing peppermint to suck. Oh, she's such a good helper. What a good idea, said Zog. Then up and off he flew, and breathing fumes of peppermint, he zigzagged through the blue. A year went by, and in year three, the dragons learned to blow. No, said Madam Dragon, breathe out fire, not snow. Now that you've been shown, you can practice on your own, and you'll be breathing bonfires by the time you're fully grown. Zog went off to practice. He blew with all his might. He twirled around in triumph, and his wing tip caught a light. Oh no. Just then the girl came by again. She said, you poor old thing. Perhaps you'd like a nice stretchy bandage for your wing. What a good idea, said Zog. Then up and off he flew, his bandage flapping wildly as he zigzagged through the blue. All the year four dragons were learning. Can you guess? Yes, said Madame Dragon, how to capture a princess. Now that you've been shown, you can practice on your own. You'll need to capture hundreds by the time you're fully grown. Zog went off to practice. He tried and tried and tried, but he simply couldn't manage. I'm no good at this, he cried. I'll never win a golden star. Just then he saw the girl. Perhaps, she said, you'd like to capture me. I'm Princess Pearl. What a good idea, said Zog. Then up and off they flew, the princess gripping tightly as they zigzagged through the blue. Ah, said Madame Dragon, our first princess so far. Congratulations, Zog, my dear. You've won a golden star. Zog was proud and happy, and Pearl felt good as well. She took the dragon's temperature and nursed them when they fell. Oh, so she became the nurse to the dragons. A year went by. In year 5, the dragons learned to fight. Right, said Madame Dragon, here comes a real-life knight. Up spoke the knight. My name, he said, is Gadabot the Great. I've come to rescue Princess Pearl. I hope I'm not too late. Zog breathed fire and beat his wings. You can't, she's mine, he roared. Oh, no, she's not, yelled Gadabot and waved his trusty sword. The other dragons crowded round and watched them all agog. Who was going to win the fight, Sir Gadabot or Zog? Then Princess Pearl stepped forward, crying, stop, you silly chumps. The world's already far too full of cuts and burns and bumps. Don't rescue me, I won't go back to being a princess and prancing round the palace in a silly, frilly dress. I want to be a doctor and travel here and there, listening to people's chests and giving them my care. Me too, exclaimed the knight, and took his helmet off his head. I'd rather wear a nice twisty stethoscope, he said. Perhaps, princess, you trained me up, and Pearl replied, of course, but I don't see how the two of you could fit upon your horse. Then Zog said, flying doctors, I'd love to join your crew. If you let me be your ambulance, then I can carry you. Bravo, said Madame Dragon, an excellent career. And all the year 5 dragons gave a loud, resounding cheer. They're so happy for him. Then Madame Dragon told the horse, I really hope you'll stay. I'll let you be my pupil's pet and feed you lots of hay. What a good idea, said Zog. Then up and off they flew, the flying doctors waving as they zigzagged through the blue. And there they go. Off. Well, friends, I hope you liked this story today. Again, it was called A Gold Star for Zog by our author, Julia Donaldson, that you might remember from our author study. And I hope you enjoyed this book, and I'll see you soon. Bye.